Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, we're back for the evening session. Anyways, looks like we're making a lot of new highs. It's very good. At this point, I wouldn't look for any more longs, but I'll be looking for reversals. So let's keep watch and see if we find anything reversible. There. Okay. Right. Well, it's being very, very bullish at the moment. We've reached new highs, all-time new highs, which is very, very good. Right, so first question, when can we expect a reversal? Well, looking at this, hopefully, well, we can't really tell from this, to be honest, but first off, this could be a cup and handle, which essentially is a pattern. Goes like this, you have the cup, you have the handle, and then you go to the upside. That's very, very possible on the higher time frame. And we'll be looking for the shorts on this at this point. At this point, it's too risky to do any major longs unless it shows us, you know, something amazing for a short or for a long. Next, what I'm looking for is first off, Nasdaq is much more bullish as you can see than ES. ES still has a bit to go until it actually reaches its all-time highs. So what I would like to see is a continuation to the upside, specifically here, a sweep of this buy-side liquidity on ES, and then a continuation to the downside. That's what I would like to see. Unless we're given a sign here that we're turning more bearish, then by all means I'll do it then. But for now we'll take it as it is. We have an order block right here. Then we have these two resting fair value gaps. I would be looking, if I was to do a short, if I was to do a short in this area, I'd be looking at taking a profit here, 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 and here. That would be my potential profits. If we get below this area, we'd be looking at aiming towards sell side. I'm not sure if it'll calm down all the way, but it's very, very possible. So I don't want to be biased and say we're definitely going to get a short, we're definitely going to get a downfall. It's very possible we might not, and that's okay. At the moment, we're making higher highs and higher lows, which doesn't qualify as a reversal sign or a short trade setup. So for now, we take it as it is, and we'll see what happens when people come back from their breaks. For now, we'll leave it off, and we'll see how it goes. I don't wanna be alone when the night is cold. We got all the right moves in all the right places. Oh yeah, we're going down. We could possibly see a short and a reversal into this area. This 1 hour and 30 minute for value gap. It's very, very possible. We can't be too biased in terms of, oh, we're gonna short and it's gonna go all the way to sell side liquidity. You don't know that. The best I would hope for is a retracement to 50%, which is below this 1 hour fair value gap. So I would like to see before close today reach at least this level, if I was to be shortish. But we'll see. We will see. It fully might not. It might come down to the OB, this 30-minute value gap, and then bounce back up. Sorry. With this neckline, very, very strong neckline of OB and the fair value gap, that'll be a very, very strong point of resistance. So we'll see what happens there. For now, we're in a bit of a range market where we have this, and then we have seemingly this. So we'll see what happens next. For now, we just keep waiting and wait for a setup. And be continuously aware of what's happening, adjust accordingly. The volume is definitely dying off, as you can see from the 50 minutes. Let me just show you there. Volume does seem to be dying off. We have now bought buy-sell liquidity. The market doesn't have much of a reason, in my opinion anyways, to go up from here. So I would be looking for a very nice short all the way down here. Now, of course, shorts like that can happen in many, many forms. Of course, it can happen where it just straight up goes down like this. It's very, very possible. It can be a pattern of it goes down, then up all the way, then down all the way, then up all the way, then down all the way, then up all the way, then down all the way, then up all the way, and then it sells, and then fast forward, I don't know, tomorrow, and then we'll go to the upside. It's very possible. The thing I would not like to see is something like this. It's an extremely slow descent and an extreme slow universal U-turn up to the upside. That'd be a bit annoying. I would like to see the handle of this cup to be a bit more severe. But again, we'll that's just my prediction, and who knows what's going to happen. All we can do is look at the candles, look at the context, and make our judgment from there. We're now to the bottom of this trend line. I'm not going to buy or short or long. It's just not what I do. So I don't like trading in a very tight range. It's not my style of trading, unfortunately. So keep on watching, baby. Keep on watching. We might do a very short scalp from here to the upside, but let's look at the candles and see what the rollover tells us. Yeah, we could. It'd be a 10ish point move, which I don't know if it's worth the. I don't think it's worth it. I prefer bigger moves. Nah, no, I'll leave it off. Oh wow, look at that. Well, I'm glad I didn't long. Actually, no, it could still very well go up. Yeah, no, it still could go up. It still hasn't reached the supposed stop loss of this candle right here. So, candle by candle, guys. Candle by candle. It still has pretext to go to the upside, so see how it goes. There's 8 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. Let's see what happens. That is actually a very good rollover. Let's keep watching now. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily, I can't take it, dude. I can't. I wish I could. It's not the cleanest of setups for me personally, you know. I'll take this off anyways. I need to see a lower high. I do, man. I'm sorry. I can't take that. I'm sorry. I can't. Okay. If it was to come down now below this and then bounce back up and make a lower high, then I would take it. Otherwise, I can't take that. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I can't. It's risky.
So far, it would appear so.
That's really, really rough, man.
Because the winner gets to go have dinner, meatloaf.
Did somebody say meatloaf?
So Fred, have you gotten 0 points so far?
It would appear so.
That's really, really rough, man.
Because the winner gets to go have dinner, meatloaf.
One bank in Australia just announced they're doing 3% deposit home loans if you choose to buy an investment property. This is massive.
Ooh, okay, this is looking interestingly. we are starting to gather some bearish momentum. I really like that. I would get ready for a short. Let's see it engulf completely. Let's see it come down again and see how it reacts. Again, there's no rush, but I do want to see it come down to this line where my crosshair is right now. Let's see that happen. 5 minutes. Oof. That is a bit of a 50-50 rollover, bit of a 50-50 doji. It can easily go up or down. It looks like it's going to go up. Imagine I did I'm so glad I realized its range, because otherwise I know I would have done a long here, would have gotten stopped out. Not stopped out here actually, I probably would have made my stop loss here either way. So let's keep watching. Wow, okay, these are very interesting rollovers. It is turning 50-50. Not seeing much of a sign of going either direction, but it is more biased towards the downside just because we have beaten this previous buy side liquidity, which is very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to do a short. Let's go back to the 2 minutes. Let's not stay in the 1 minute. Come on. So there's still buy side liquidity for ES. It's still there. The 5 minutes, it hasn't beaten this previous candle. It's interesting. Okay, we are starting to look very bullish here. Now here I actually wouldn't mind doing a quick scalp to the upside. Although, I still don't feel comfortable taking that. It's hit 1, 2 bottoms here, which is good. I don't know, man. I still don't like it. Also, I'm going off 1 2-minute candle. Like, it's gonna go up now, most likely, to this upper region, which is okay with me. I want to see the rollover first before we do anything. Okay.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a buy there. I do like that. Go to my stop loss right at the bottom of this, about 14 points. And then I'm gonna do my take profit of also 14 points. Somewhere around here. Let's go to 5 minutes. Yep. Let's do it right there. Right at the bottom of that. Okay. Let's see what happens. That's okay. I should adjust that a tiny bit, a few ticks below it, like so. Perfect. Okay, let's keep watching. 28 seconds. Actually, what I might do is I'm going to cancel that. I'll take profit of tree sell limit. Tree right there, and then we'll do sell limit 1. Cool. I'll keep that there for now, and we'll see what happens. Let's go to 5 minutes. Very, very, very good rollover on the 5 minutes. Now again, we have a bit more area to go. Let's go to ES, for example. On ES, it still has this buy sell liquidity to take before we start reversing. Let's see if it takes that. Let's stay in the 5 minutes. I would love to see this 5 minute. We have 4 minutes left. Close above these 2 candles. That would be ideal. Let's see it happen. We made a higher low here. Made a very good bullish rollover. We beat this candle. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna stay in the 5 minutes because yeah. Okay. 2 minutes left in this candle. Let's go to 2 minutes. That's okay, yeah. That's still looking bullish. Let's keep holding it. Once it hits this tree order share, if it even does, we're gonna take our stop loss and we'll move it up to our entry. That's my usual rule for partials. Let's see it actually happen though. 2 minutes left in this candle. It does feel like it wants to go higher. Right, we got 1 minute and 21 seconds left in this candle. Let's hopefully see a close above this blue candle. That's fine, we go based off the close. Let's wait for the rollover of this 5 minutes and then we'll make our judgment. Two seconds. That's okay. All right. I'm gonna give a few seconds in this rollover, and then I might take it out manually. And you see some good reversals here though, some good reversals to the upside here. That's okay, we'll respect our stop loss, I think. Unless, again, unless we see a very, very bearish sign. ES is looking, actually ES is coming into a wedge, funny enough. We'll see where that goes. Look at ES here, and it's coming to a wedge like this. Yeah. Let's see where this candle closes. If it closes below the black bar, that won't be too good now. Let's keep holding. That's okay, I'm not sweating that much. Okay, it might stop me out here, and that's okay. Let's stay in the 5 minutes. 3 minutes left in this candle. I really want to see the rollover of this 5 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Because we still have buy side to take. We still have buy side to take on ES. I'm not too biased. I don't want to be too biased about it, but we have yet to reach the highs that we're supposed to see on ES. 2.5 minutes left on this candle. Again, we'll see where it closes and we'll manage actively. Two minutes left in this candle. Okay. ES is starting to reverse slightly. Let's see if it continues to the upside or not. As you can see, this is what I'm kind of looking at the moment. Hopefully it starts going upwards now. Okay, we have a minute left, and it's 5 minutes. Let's see what happens. No pressure. A minute left. It's a 5 minute candle. Three seconds left. So look at the 2 minutes for a second. Okay. 2 minutes isn't showing anything horrendous. Let's keep holding that so. Okay, there's a rollover. Not an amazing rollover, but not a reason for me to take out, as it closed above this one. But I would like to see this 5 minute go above this black candle now. I would like to see that. We'll keep holding and see what happens. We do seem to be coming into a bit of a wedge on the Nasdaq, like this. On the 5 minutes chart, let's get ES. ES is giving us bullish signs. Let's see if it's able to continue in that direction. So Nasdaq is giving us a wedge, meaning it's coming to a 50-50, while ES is showing us bullish direction. Interesting. That would make me think that it wants to be more bullish than bearish in that case. Also, I'm noticing all these 5 minute candles are experiencing higher lows. So 3 minutes in this candle left. I really want to see 5 minute pushes and closes above this, actually above my entry, actually, because we bought on the rollover there. Again, the reason for my entry was we beat this candle and we bought on the rollover, which is very bullish also. And now we're getting higher lows. So we are still holding bullish signs. ES is still looking good. Again, there's for ES there's about, oh wow, that's not a lot of points. Holy crap. For ES there's about 10 to 9, about 10 points from the very top of buy side liquidity for ES. The volume is really slow. So it's now 6. We're going to be slowly coming out of the lunch. We have a minute left in this candle. Let's see what happens. I think we're going to let it hit our stop loss. I yet do not see a reason to take it out. Let's keep holding it. Although this volume is really slow. Really slow. Let's look at the 2 minutes. Okay. It is turning 50-50. It is turning 50-50. I would take it out, but ES is becoming very bullish at the moment. If both ES and Nasdaq were now wedges, we'd probably take it out. But considering ES is becoming bullish now, and Nasdaq is becoming a wedge for a 50-50, I lean more towards holding it. Okay, we have 38 seconds left in this candle. We'll see what happens. Mm-mm-mm. 24 seconds. Got 5 seconds left. Okay, not an amazing rollover. I'm gonna get ready to take it out, just in case. Just because that rollover was so negative, I didn't like it.
Order filled.
Don't like that. I'm gonna take it out. I'm going to let that be. Now it still hasn't touched my sell side, but I'm getting very bearish signs, very bearish signs. I do not like that at all. So I'm okay with taking it out. Just gonna take this out. I'm prepared to do a short here. Yeah, I really don't like how that's looking. We might see a big push to the upside and then continuation to the downside as a liquidity sweep. But let's watch. Let's watch and see if it actually happens. Now I took it out based on the fact that we are holding here. We have one candle here, and then a downside. I do not like how that looks. It's very bearish. I'm gonna let ourselves hold on for a bit more. I think this is our second trade today. Right? I think so. Okay. ES is starting to look bearish, and so is NASDAQ. Alright. I'm going to keep waiting for this candle. Let's hit a rollover of this candle. Let's give it a few seconds. We have 2 minutes in the 5-minute candle left. Let's see what happens here. We have an order for a short right there. If this decides to start going down, let's keep watching though. Let's go to 5 minutes. We have 46 seconds left in the 5 minutes. We did make a lower high, which is a very good sign. It's a bit stale at the moment though. 26 seconds. This is going to be a pretty important candle. This 5-minute rollover. 15 seconds. It might do one last push to the upside before going to the downside. It's very possible. Right. There it is. Okay, that's the 5 minutes. Okay, very interesting. It has now made lower lows and lower highs. It is a very strong wedge though, isn't it? It's a very, very strong wedge. We do have bias to go to the downside, but let's wait for confirmation first. Before we start going to the downside, I want to see it go up a tiny bit more, or even, honestly that's enough to be honest with you. And then I want to see it start going down. Let's give it a second. Don't need to rush. Context. Curious, would it have swept my sell side? It wouldn't have just yet. Okay. But again, we're seeing this kind of downfall. I wouldn't be too happy holding it either way, so it's okay. Okay, we are starting to look extremely bearish on both ES and NASDAQ. I'm gonna wait for it to go up a bit more to grab more liquidity, and then wait for a big push down. Let's see it happen. So at this point, there isn't too much of a bias for it to go up. We do have the 10 points still left from sell side liquidity of the ES, so it could possibly go up there and then start coming back down. It's very possible. But let's see it actually happen though first. Let's stay in the 2 minutes. $14 seconds left in this 2 minutes. Okay, horrendous rollover. When I say horrendous, I mean it's better for the downside. Skip watch. We got 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the 5 minutes. Okay. ES is also so NASDAQ has created a bit of a wedge, but ES has now made a flatbed. Just show you there, a bit of a flatbed here there on ES and a bit of a wedge on NASDAQ. It's coming to a choice now, anyways. It's coming to a choice of where it wants to go. I would love to see a big wick to the upside, followed by reversal to the downside. That would be perfect. Perfect. Let's see it actually happen though. Here you go. Right. 30 seconds left in the rollover. And a minute and 20 seconds left in the 5 minutes. Really slow volume though at the moment. If we do a short, we probably do a short there. And I'd like to say we do a stop loss here, although I think a safer stop loss would be right here. Okay, there's a bullish rollover. Let's see a push to the upside before we start coming back down. Although I'm glad I took out my order. I don't think I would have been too happy holding it through all this. Let's go to 5 minutes. Let's look at ES. Okay. We're having a push up to the upside now. Let's hope this forms a very quick wick with jump and then a slow ascending, or not a slow ascent, because that would not be too good. We want to see a sudden wick to the upside, because that will be a liquidity grab, which we can then use to do a short to the downside. Let's keep watching.
Chan. So looking forward to being in Limerick Island on the 18th and 19th of July. Do not miss these gatherings. If you're thirsty, you're hungry.
Fire conference. I don't have a Bible. I don't have clothes. And how am I getting there? See you guys tomorrow at.
You got it.
Still in a bit of a wedge, and that's okay. We keep holding, we keep waiting. We do want to get a very optimal short if we can.
Oh, look at these two. Okay, we go. Oh my god, they're so serious. I'm a lucky day. This surely there's a mistake here. What mistakes do your eyes see, Miss Ross? Well, the burglar appears to be placed on my highest yielding wheatfield. I'm afraid no mistake has been made. But are your people not enjoying bread? And from my are your people not living in stone? Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't telling me shit.
Okay, Preston is about to try the hottest flavor, spice, of Dave's hot chicken. This,
Michael, think fast, I'm a random girl.
What do you mean we have to do it again?
If a random girl is coming up to you, I don't want you to like aggressively, violently push her away.
You want me to beat up women?
No! Well, I don't know. The trend. Let's just do another one, but push me. Think fast, I'm a random girl.
Okay, you might see a push to the upside now. I'm still bearish. I'm still bearish on the whole idea. We'll be right now be back at our entrance, so this isn't amazing movement. A minute left in the 5 minutes. Let's keep watch.
So this is a partnership with a purpose. I think it illustrates when I work on the international in den letzten Tagen erneut seine Bereitschaft nicht gegeben hat.
So it wouldn't have touched my stop loss, funny enough. And that's okay. New issue whatsoever. Let's keep watching. So it would have to go about this high for ES to sweep its sell side. Interesting.
Think fast.
Is there any chance I could just ask you to record a quick?
Well, ES is being very bullish, or ES is starting to be more and more bullish. Nasdaq still kind of staying in this flat bed, I would say, still this kind of area. Not really telling us too much. Yeah, we're just stuck in a range, aren't we? Okay, we're just gonna let it play out. We're not seeing much here we can do.
Hey,
Babe. What do you want to eat tonight? This is day 23 of my 30-day video challenge. And this is the video. I have no idea.
man. Love you.
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. Twist that dick! Twist this dude!
Okay. My bad, I wasn't trying to laugh, y'all. So.
Right. Oh, nice little dip here. Okay. Let's keep watching. See what happens. I actually live in Morocco and I would like to learn trading with you here. I'm not sure if I would qualify to teach you, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'm your guy to teach trading. I would just say go off and watch your own stuff, see what works for you, see what doesn't work. Again, this is just a journal for myself. Again, I do talk through my trades and I do think out loud. And do what you want with my information. If you learn something useful through my trades, by all means, take what you can. But one, I wouldn't recommend to copy my trades. Just don't. Copying anyone's trades doesn't work in the long term, unfortunately. For most people. If you're going to learn, I'll type it for you actually. Start with market structure and price action. These are good starting points. Okay, we had a bit of a sweep to the downside. Now we might see a push to the up. Let's see what happens. We still have about 10 points on ES to go to the upside, which is about 34 points on Nasdaq. This would have hit my stop loss by now if I was still holding my previous trade. What a crazy little wick, eh? 3 seconds left. Okay, we have a rollover there. Yeah, we're looking very bullish to go to the upside. Let's see it happen. We're starting to create a similar story like we did yesterday, where we just stuck in a bit of a flatbed, or just a very, very tight range. Well, on the Nasdaq, we're just stuck in this flatbed. It's the 5 minutes. We're just stuck in this flatbed here, trying to break out this way. A bit of a sweep. It's not even pushing upwards. On the ES, we still have a bit to go. So I do imagine Nasdaq will push up a bit higher, just enough for ES to touch this upper buy sell liquidity, from which then towards the close of the market, we're most likely going to see a sell-off. That's just my prediction. Doesn't mean it will happen. We never know. We take it as it is, and we adjust accordingly. probably should do that actually. We're just stuck. We're just absolutely stuck in this range of NASDAQ. Right. I guess we keep waiting. Yeah, I am not taking any of these trades. This is just horrendous price action in this sector right here. Just a very, very consistent flatbed. I'm just gonna leave it there until something happens. No need to rush, no need to do anything impulsive. We just wait for this range to break out.
I immediately turned off my location. Is it weird we already share our locations? And we pretended like I went out, or I pretended like I went out with my friends, but you actually just cried in the bath? Wait, I remember this. You just cried in the bath? Okay. Jimmy and I got our first fight last night. I immediately turned off my location.
Gold, can you hear me? Are you in chat right now? Can you hear my voice? Okay, you can hear me, yeah. Okay, I can see that you just said, yes, I know I just learned the strategies and do them in my challenge account funded. I now have 50k. Okay, so I assume you mean in Topstep. See, before I started this account here, this combine, I was probably trading for about, I think about 6 months, 6+ months, I'd say. And that's good. Okay, you can hear me. That's awesome. I was learning, or I was just trading my own capital, my own money, very, very small amounts for about 6 months. And then after, you know, when I've gathered enough data, where it shows me that I'm consistent enough in my profits, only then did I hop on Topstep and buy a funded account. It's not the best idea in the world to start learning how to trade on funded accounts or like on prop firms, because you're more than likely to blow the account, unfortunately. Most people would recommend to paper trade. Paper trading is just when you trade with fake money, right? See, because I don't know how far you are along your journey. I would ask you, for how long have you been trading? How long have you been actually in the market for? Can I ask? Because if you're very, very new to trading, let's say 2 weeks ago, there's quite a lot you have to learn. And I wouldn't recommend using your own money to learn, you know. It's best to use fake money or just very, very small amounts to get those foundations going, you know. Learn market structure, learn price action, learn resistance and support, you know, all these things. It's best to learn 8 months, okay. So you've been trading for 8 months. Okay, that's good. Okay. And are those 8 months on Topstep, or are they paper trading, or are they something else? As in, like, are those 8 months in Topstep, or are those 8 months, or are 6 of those months your own capital, or paper trading, and then 2 months are Topstep? Like, what's the exact split on when you started to do trading on Topstep? We're still stuck in this range, unfortunately. Still got a ES really quick. Alright. ES is slowly climbing up. Nasdaq is just plateauing in this range. Let's wait for ES to touch this buy side liquidity, and then we'll go from there. Right, so if you're telling me you've been doing prop firms for 8 months and haven't gotten any withdrawals, you should probably stop doing prop firms for the time being. What I recommend is open up a broker account with Pepperstone, with Tradovat, whatever it is. Use very, very small amounts, very, very small amounts, and learn using that very, very small amount. Okay. If not, use paper trading. You can download TradingView, which is this guy right here, and there's an option down there in the trading panel to select, and you can paper trade. It's literally just trading real charts with fake money, essentially. And what you want to do is gather enough data where you see that you're consistent in your profits. Once you're consistent in your wins, in your trades, I would then only consider moving over to a prop firm. Okay? So if you've been losing money quite a lot from prop firms, just paper trade. Download TradingView, go into the trading panel and do paper trading. And just learn. Journal your trades, journal each trade, see what you did wrong, see what you did right. Like the way I journal is, I'm streaming first off, which is very handy because when I stream, I think out loud. I think what I'm saying. I say what I'm thinking, and that way, when I'm doing my review later on, can go back and not only look at the trade I was in live, but also see how I was thinking in the moment, which is very, very handy. I also have a Word document on the side in which I journal every day. I can actually show you if you want. So I'll show you my journal, which I have kept for the past, I think it's 60 days. I've always kind of journaled in the past, but never like properly. So I'll show you, yeah. So on top of all the streams that I do, what I have also is that for each day, so this is yesterday, for example, where there it is. So day 50 to 16, that was from yesterday, right? That was from yesterday's training session. I have a summary section. Okay, my Word document freezes. 2 seconds. It's loading in. Oh, and it freezes. Fantastic. It's a pretty big document. It's 200 pages, so I'm not surprised. Let's give it a few seconds here to unfreeze. Let's look at Topstep in the meantime. Nope, nothing happening here. Okay, I'll just talk while it's unfreezing. So for each day, I do a screenshot of the entire trading day that I took, and then I have sections. What rules did I break, for example? What did I learn? What mistakes did I do? And then lessons for tomorrow. And in that way, you're kind of able to track every day. There it is. So for example, actually, let me look at this day, for example. I think this is better, I'd say. Yeah. So day 49, the 15th, summary. I say I had 3 losses, 6 wins. I might give a brief description of what happened, what I thought. So in here I said essentially one giant bull flag. Sorry, let me just have my Topstep open on the side, just to make sure I can see what's happening. I have a section of what rules did I break. No rules were broken that day, which is good. What did I learn today? Any extra drawings that I might do for myself. Then what mistakes did I make? And I would take a screenshot of the mistake from the actual live stream and then note down the mistake. Then more notes, and then have a section about lessons for tomorrow. And then I have an end of day kind of review of what I think. Did I follow my routine? Did I stick to my edge? Did I journal properly? And my emotional control. So I have this entire document. It's very, very long. It's about 200 pages, yeah. And I've basically journaled all my trades for the past, I think, 50 days or so, yeah. Let me just close that. Open this back up. There you go. Can I have this file? Unfortunately not. I'm gonna say no. Well, I understand because it kind of summarizes all the lessons and stuff. I can't give it to you because there's a lot of like private information in there. Like I have certain like stuff in there that just shows my account number and all that stuff. So I can't unfortunately show you. But listen, you'll make one yourself. Just open Word document or open Google Docs, whatever you have to store information. And at the end of the day, take a screenshot. What did you learn? Take a screenshot of the chart that you were in. And ask yourself, okay, what did I learn? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? You know? And by you journaling each and every single day, you'll start seeing, okay, after 20 days, you see, okay, in the past 10 days, I've been doing the same mistake. I've been, let's say, revenge trading every single day for the past 20 days. Okay, clearly I need to stop doing that, for example, right? Same with the opposite. You'll see good patterns start to show up. You'll go back and look, okay, on what days was I profitable? Okay, I was profitable and I was green on days where I had a trend market. But I was the negative on days where we were in a very tight range, like this one, for example, right? So you'll start seeing patterns in your tradings. You'll start seeing what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. And these things just come from experience. With trading, it's one of those things where you sadly cannot learn it very quickly. You can't just learn trading, the emotional aspect or the technical aspect within 2 months, within 3 months. That doesn't really happen for most people. A lot of people, unfortunately, it takes them a year, 2 years, 3 years sometimes. It does vary a lot on the person and the personality. But the reason why people struggle the most is the emotional aspect. It's not even the technical aspect, right? Like for me personally, I haven't even passed this 50K account. This is a combine account. I've only started this account about a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, last Monday, I made this account. But I've been trading my own capital for the past, I think, 8 months or so. And I started being consistent in that own capital broker account that I had. And I said, okay, I have an above 50% win rate. Let me now go into Topstep, get a bigger account, and try here. Of course, this comes with different challenges because you have a bigger account. I'm using Topstep X, which I didn't use. I used TradingView previously to trade. So there's a bit of a learning curve again, but I have those foundations I've built now, which I'm really, really happy about. So I'm seeing there's no pressure for me to pass this account. I'm gonna take my time. It's 42 euro for me to buy the 50k, and there's no pressure whatsoever. There's no pressure for me to pass or fail. If I pass, it's very good. I'll get an express and it'll be extra money for me. If I don't pass or I blow my account, then that's okay too. I go back, I review what I did wrong, and I most likely would buy another one. But if I was to blow, let's say 3, 4, 5 accounts on Topstep, I would take a step back and like have a deep full thought of, okay, maybe I should step back and I shouldn't be doing funded accounts for now. Let me go back to paper trading and work on these mistakes, you know? So when it comes to prop firms, I always recommend people to paper trade first and then do Topstep. In your case, I don't know you personally. I don't know what's your win rate. I don't know how much you've won or lost. I don't know how many accounts you've passed or failed. So I can't really give you exactly what you're asking for. All I can say is journal your trades, experience your trades. And what I mean is get experience on the charts, see the charts move, ask yourself, okay, why is it moving this way? Okay, why did it react this way? Why did it just sweep very high and then reverse all the way down? You ask yourself these things constantly and take notes, keep a copy or whatever, you know? The most important thing is, genuinely, is the experience of trading. So experience the charts, see it move, and you'll start seeing common patterns amongst your experience. Like you might get on the chart for a few months, and then one day you'll go, hey, I've seen this pattern before. I've seen this before a few months ago. It's more than likely to go down now than go up. Okay, let's do a short, you know? And you get that from experience. And you can't get that in 2 weeks. You can't get that in a month, right? So experience and journaling is probably the best teacher when it comes to trading. The technical aspect of it, so fair value gaps, SMT, trends, breaking blocks, order blocks, these things you can learn within a month, in my opinion. You can learn the technical aspect very, very quickly, but it's the emotional aspect that most people, and I, struggle with the most. And to get over the emotional aspect, get over the feeling of greed, is one of the most challenging areas of trading. So I wish you luck in your journey. May you pass your accounts, and may you succeed. Start with, if you're very new to trading, start with market structure and price action. Essentially, honestly, those two are the only things you need from the technical side, in my opinion. From the emotional side, that's going to be a journey that you will have to take on your own. The only thing I would say for the emotional aspect is take money out of the equation. Completely forget that you're doing this for money. Just trade for good trades. Trade for the sake of good trades. If you keep thinking, oh, how much have I made? How much have I lost? That will weigh down on your decisions so much when you trade. I will make you so emotional in your trades that it's so much better to take money completely out of the equation. Money in trading is just, I would say, something on this side. Your main goal in trading should be good trades. It shouldn't be money. It should be good trades. Like for example, myself, I know, like deep down in my heart, yes, I am doing this for money. I am doing this because I want this to become my job, for example, right? But I'm aware that if I constantly think about how much money I made or how much money I need to make, it'll weigh down and impact my trades so much, and in a negative way. So that's why, for example, as you can see on my screen right now, I've completely blocked out my balance, how much I'm down or up right now, my daily loss. I've completely blocked out the information of how much money I'm making. When I'm in a trade, you'll see that when I do my take profit and stop loss, it tells me in points. It tells me in points in terms of how much we've moved. It doesn't show me in terms of how much money I've gained or lost. Same thing with this chart, for example. Like, notice how my chart is blue and black. Blue for the bullish moves, black for the bearish moves. Why? Because the default is green for the bullish and red for the bearish. And that works very, very strongly psychologically on your brain. If you're trading and you're doing a short, for example, and you start seeing a green candle, so a bullish candle, the immediate color of green just starts to impact you so much. Even the colors here, buy green, sell red, these things have such an impact on you. And when you see green, you immediately think, oh good, red, oh no, bad. Take those things out of the equation. Again, you are human, you aren't a machine, right? You have to be aware of your emotions. A lot of traders say, trade like a machine. No, you're not a machine. You're a human being with emotions, but you're aware of your emotions, right? And because I'm aware of my emotions, I've changed the color from red, green to blue, black, right? I've completely blocked out how much I've lost or made on a given day. I don't want to know how much I've made or lost or on any given day, except maybe like at the end of the week or end of the month, you know? Like, I want to focus on good trades. That's my main goal. And if you start kind of eliminating those psychological things that impact your trades, you will start to get better and better. And from there, you will start seeing consistency. Right, we're still stuck in this flatbed. Refusing to break out of it. Let's look at ES. Okay, well, while Nasdaq is kind of staying in its flatbed, ES seems to be slowly coming up to buy side liquidity. Let's see ES sweep this buy side, and let's hope for a downwards move. You're welcome, Goal. You're welcome. Again, don't take my words as the Bible. I'm only one trader amongst many. There's a lot of good information out there about trading. There's also some bad ones, unfortunately. If you're looking for a person to kind of watch, I recommend this guy. Oh, let me just make sure I spell his name correctly. This guy. Let me just make sure I spelled his name correctly. I think I did. Did I spell his name? Nope. There you go. That's his name. If you're looking for creators to watch, I recommend this one. He trades mostly on ICT concepts. ICT is Inner Circle Trader. They're basically concept which I have actually in my graph. It's things like buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity, fair value gaps, order blocks. It's a strategy. It's a way of seeing how the market moves. So that's one guy I recommend watching, because he not only gives the technical aspect, but he also goes through the emotional aspect. And I found him to be very, very useful when it comes to his trading style and kind of what he teaches in trading. So okay, so we have seemed to we're starting to break out of this range. about 2 hours till close, so let's keep holding on and see what happens. Thank you, I followed him now. Yeah, he's a pretty good creator. Do be careful watching YouTubers. He is just one I found to be really good for me personally. There's a whole lot of YouTubers and streamers out there that also stream their trades and other stuff. A lot of them will tell you to use their code and to buy their course. Well, I'm not saying the course is bad, I just say be careful. It's very, very easy to buy courses that just don't benefit you, or buy programs that do automatic trading for you essentially. Most of those are scams, unfortunately. But I don't want to scare you from not learning online. So keep what is good and throw away what is bad. That's why it's so good to paper trade. If you paper trade, you can try every strategy in the world that you want. If you're using fake money to trade, then you can use any strategy that you want. There's nothing you can't do, because it's fake money, right? But you should kind of treat it as real money at the same time, because there is a bit of a difference between the mentality that you have when you trade fake money versus when you trade real money. Like, very often people paper trade and then they move over to actual funded trading and they completely blow their accounts, because in paper trading their emotions weren't there. They weren't scared of losing the money because they knew it wasn't theirs. But the moment they hop on a funded account or actual money, their emotions go off the rails, right? So there is that risk when it comes to paper trading. So listen, man, there's a lot of things. Okay, brother, I appreciate you for that. By the way, my name is Jawed. Jawed. How do you pronounce Jawed? Let me just Google this. Jawed. I realize it's a Moroccan name, but how do you pronounce this?
Pronouncenames.com. Jawed.
Jawed. Jawed.
Jawed.
Jawed. Cool name. Very cool name. Jawed. Yeah, man, I wish you luck on your journey, man. Feel free to stick around or come on any stream that you want. Again, I stay very honest in my trades. I show each day if it's a loss or a plus. We're currently down today. I'm not sure how much we're down. Probably a very, very small amount, because I took one trade which was a green, then one trade which was a loss, but both of those were very, very small trades, so nothing major happened. So it's a loss, but it's a very small loss anyways, so that's okay. Yeah. But yeah, take your time, man. There's no need to rush your trades. Take your time, ask questions, Google them or YouTube them, whatever. Watch streams of other people. I wouldn't recommend watching my streams because I trade very specifically towards my liking. The way I trade isn't the way every person trades. It isn't the same as, like, what works for me might not work for you, you know. So, but that's why you gotta back test, you gotta experiment, you gotta experience, you gotta journal. Journaling is so important in trading. Without journaling, you're not doing any. You won't make any progress whatsoever, you know. If you're not journaling your trades, what's the actual point? How do you learn from your mistakes? You know. So you have to journal. Okay, ES is starting to push up even higher and higher. Let's see it take buy side. It's very possible that we might reach buy side like this, come down, and then just stay in this level. That's very, very possible. I am kind of betting on the fact that we'll come up, sweep down, come again, and then start going to the downside. But that might not happen, so we'll see. I now have 2% for my funded account. Like, do you mean you have enough? I'm not sure what you mean by I have enough 2% for my funded account. As in you've made 2%? Is that what you're saying? Okay, we've fallen back into the range. Let's see what happens. Okay, if I was bullish, what I want to see is it come back into the range and start bouncing back up. If I was bearish, I want to see it come back into the range, or preferably below. Either bounce back off here to continue to the downside, or I come up, make a lower high, and then continue to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. We still have area to take out on the ES. Ooh, although we have now reached the top of the previous high on ES. This would be an interesting point of reversal. But we still have a bit to go for the buy side. So let's see. Challenge, I made 2% and I have 4% left to get account live. Perfect. That's very, very good. That's very, very good. Is this your first account on Topstep? So you've made 1,000 essentially on your 50K. That's very good news. Yeah, you're 2/3 of the way there. Sorry, 1/3 of the way there. That's very good, man. Well done. keep it consistent. Okay, I'm gonna look for a short here very soon. We are back in the range, so I want to make sure that we don't just do a short here and it goes back up. So let's see what happens. We have 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. I would like to see one more attempt at a push to the upside before I start doing any shorts. I want to see a push to the upside, get a rejection of that push, like I was saying earlier. I want to see it either hit, bounce off this line, or come up, make a lower high, and then start coming back down. So let's wait for that to happen. We're back in the range now. Okay. We still do have about 5-ish points. Yeah. We still have some area to take out on ES, so see what happens. No, I lost about 6 accounts. Oh, gracious. Oh no. Listen, man. It's okay. It happens. To be honest, they're not too expensive, the accounts on Topstep. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you have a full-time job or whatever. If you have a full-time job, honestly, it's not that expensive to try them. But at the same time, you don't want to be consistently just throwing away accounts over and over, you know. So if you made 1,000 so far in this account, and it's your 7th account, take it slow. I haven't seen your trades. Yeah, this is my 7th one. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen how you trade. I haven't seen. 2 seconds. I might do a short here. Very good rollover on. I'm so sorry, Jawed. I'll get back to you in 2 seconds. Okay, no, never mind. What was I gonna say? No, this is my 7th one. Yeah, if you're working full-time, a full-time job, I guess it's not too expensive. Like, it's only €42, or €45, however much it is, that equivalent to in Morocco. It's not too expensive to these accounts. But you do want to hop on them when you feel like you know what you're doing, when you feel like you have become a consistent trader. 2 seconds. I just might. It's coming to the bottom now of this range. Okay, I might potentially do a short here. 2 seconds. Okay, I want to see this close below this bottom range. Let's look at the 1 minute. Two seconds. It's not really giving me the signal. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Oh well. Right, so it's your 7 account. Yeah, I mean, hell, listen. If you think you're getting better and better, and you think you'll pass the 7th one, if you have data to back up that you're consistent in your profits or consistent in your trades, then I'm not gonna say no, of course, you know. But I think if you lose this account, the 7 account, no pressure, but like if you continue losing accounts, I would say take a break. Take a break and paper trade for a while. Paper trade, gather your data, and wait until your win rate is above 50%. When your win rate, your daily win rate, that means how often on a day do you win or lose. When your win rate is above 50%, so 55, 60, 70, only then hop back on Topstep. Because otherwise, like, if you're using Topstep to learn, I would say don't. Because you're better off not spending money, not spending actual real money and learning, rather than spending real money and learning. It's much better to use fake money and learn than real money and learn, you know? Again, if you feel like you're gonna pass the 7th one and this is the one, then hey, listen, man, don't let me stop you. But the key for you thing is to learn, right? To gather data, to see if you're consistent. Because if you're not consistent, if you're not consistent in your trades, if you're not consistent in how often you win on a given day, then there's no point in doing Topstep. You know, there's no point in doing funded accounts. There's no point in using actual capital. So ensure that you're first consistent, and then hop on Topstep. That would be my advice. But like, you already have this account, so you might as well try and pass it. But take your time, man. Take your time. No need to rush it, you know? Yeah, man, listen, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The thing is, you're aware that if you're aware of mistakes and you're aware that you need to learn, that's very good. That's very, very good. Most people just keep trading and never journal, never think about their mistakes that they're doing. They're essentially gambling. So the fact that you're asking these questions, you're curious, that is really, really good. That's a really good sign. So ask all the questions that you want, Google them, YouTube them, stay curious, keep gathering experience, and you know, and don't give up. Don't give up. It's a hard journey. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very, very hard journey. So always stay curious. Always ask questions. If you have a question about something that I'm doing here, by all means ask, and I will try my best to explain. But the fact that you're curious, the fact that you're asking these questions is a very, very good sign. It's very, very good. Most people just hop on and gamble. And the people that do make money at first generally lose it in the long term anyways. So, like, when I first started trading, I made about, I think, 600 euro. And I was so happy. I was overwhelmed with joy. And I was like, oh, I'm now a trader. Yada yada. But that 600 I made was based of dumb luck, pure luck. It was based of nothing. But I was so full of myself, and I was like, oh, this is like who I am now, essentially. And I proceeded to lose that 600 plus 400 and I was down 1,000. I was down 1,000 euros, and I was like, okay, clearly this isn't, clearly I wasn't ready. So I was down 1,000 euro before I started to actually learn how to trade, and that's when I actually started learning, you know. So it's a hard journey, man. It's a hard journey, unfortunately. But so is making a business, so is becoming a president, so is becoming an entrepreneur. There's a lot of things that are worth doing in life that are always risky and hard to do, but that's what makes them worthy of doing. Okay, I might do a short here. Okay, I wait for it to come down to this level before considering a short, because we're now we still might go up to put this buy side. I want to see how ES acts here. I just want to learn now, but the profits will come one day. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's very true. So if your goal is to just learn for now, if your goal is to just learn for now, I would say take a pause on using Topstep. I'm pretty sure Topstep has a practice account actually that you can use. I'm pretty sure Topstep has a version that you can do where you use fake money and you use their platform. I'm pretty sure that's an option on Topstep. If you want to stick to Topstep, if you want to stick to using Topstep. Okay, here we go. So, well, looking at this, I'm glad I didn't do a short there. It just barely came out of the range, and now it's pushing back up. Let's see it push back up, not above this upside of the range, and yeah, see now it's going to push to the buy side liquidity of ES, and hopefully from there it'll start going down. So let's await for it to hit this buy side and see what happens. Yeah, so for now just what was your name again? Yeah, Yahweh? Jaward. Yeah, learn for now. Experience and learn. Experience and learn. Okay, I now have a practice account. Very good. And that's very good. Hell yeah. And I'm pretty sure you can use Topstep X with that practice account. Yeah, it says here it'll be 150k. You have a maximum 15 lots. Practice. Not able to. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, man. So practice on that. See how it goes. Topstep has a really cool feature. I think features when it comes to journaling and tracking. I think you already know, but oh, 2 seconds. I might do. I don't know. There's a performance stats here that you can view. I'm pretty sure you already know this, anyways. But you can view each day. You can view your win rate. You can see what you did. You know, like how long do you hold your trades for? How many points is your average trade? You know, etc., etc. So Topstep is really, really friendly for new traders, which I really like. It has really handy features, which you can use to learn trading. So it's a very helpful platform to learn how to trade, especially on the practice account he just opened. So practice, journal your trades, and experience. So I mean that's essentially the best way to start it. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing else you can do. Just start experiencing the market, ask questions, What is resistance? What is support? What is price action? What is liquidity? What is conciliation? What's a liquidity sweep? What's an order block, a breaker block? You know, ask all these things, you know. And if you have any questions, you can ask me if you want. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will try my best to answer. But yeah, make sure you journal. Make sure you journal. Honestly, I recommend what I'm doing. I'd honestly recommend to live stream your trades, practice or not, because then you can review it in such a cool way. You can go back and look at the actual trade, plus you can hear yourself. What were you thinking? What were you processing while this trade was happening? And that makes your journaling so much easier, because if you journal only based off memory, it can be a bit hard to remember exactly what you were thinking. Especially, it's hard to remember how you were feeling in the moment. So that's why I started streaming, for example. I always journaled afterwards, but I always had a hard time remembering exactly what was going through my head. So by streaming, it allows me to exactly look back and see what I was thinking, what I was doing, etc., etc. You know, so I honestly recommend you stream your trades, not for views or for subscribers, just for yourself, for journaling purposes. And then open a Word document and start journaling each day. Okay, well, we're very, 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 very close to reaching buy side liquidity here. See what happens. Actually, we'll keep it up here. Now, I'm not going to do a short exactly when it hits this. I would like it to sweep above and then start coming down. Now, I'm not trading ES, obviously, I'm trading NASDAQ. So in this scenario, I wanted to push up, make a lower high, and then start coming to the downside. And I would do a short most likely. So I want to see something like this, and then it come down. And I do a trade most likely in this area. I would do a short somewhere in here. So let's see what happens. Let's keep waiting. Let's keep waiting. This is the hard part, where you have to wait. Most of my trading is just It's just waiting. Okay, we're getting very, very close. I would love to see a bounce off this top of the range. That would be pretty perfect to trade. Let's see it actually happen though. I got a minute and 30 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. Getting very close to the ES. Buy side. Yeah, it's very possible that it might hit this and then just stay in the zone for till close. If that happens, that's okay. That is okay. Now, I wouldn't want to see this 5-minute close above this wick. I would not want to see that. It can wick all it wants, but I don't want to see it close. Alright. Still hasn't quite taken buy side.
If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sarver, well, I knew that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity, you have $5,000.
The meeting is not over.
Well, you have $5,000 cash, you can give it to charity, you can swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. I have a tape.
It'd be fine.
Why don't you swear to, why not? Why won't you do it? So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Seibel isn't going to fool up himself in front of the world. Mr. Seibel, you do not deserve.
1 minute left and it's 5 minutes. It's just range. Yeah. This is the kind of thing you should not be trading, in my opinion. But for me personally, I don't trade flat bets or these kind of really tight ranges. Now I do have bias to the downside simply because we're very close to the buy side liquidity, and Nasdaq is showing very bearish moves. So I am looking for a short, but I gotta see a confirmation first. I want to see more 5 minute candles close closer to the lower of this range for me to do a short. It's very possible we might see a very quick sweep to the upside here before we see a continuation to the downside, but at this point I don't think so. I really don't think so at this point. But yes, you're right, it is just a range for now, and has been since 5 essentially. It is starting to curve over very nicely. Okay, let's see where this candle closes, and we might do a short. Although I keep forgetting your name, man. What's your name? Yahweh? Yawa? Sorry, it's not a common name. I keep forgetting it. Yawad. Hawad. If you're trading right now, if you're in a live trade, or you're trading your Combine account right now, I would not recommend watching my stream on the side. Please don't be influenced by what I do. You can, if you want, you can listen and stuff, but if I put in an order to buy or sell, please don't feel pressured to do it, because I could be wrong. It's never good to copy trades off people. I did it once for a few days, and well, I lost money. Let's just say it that way. So I hope that you aren't watching my stream just to copy, because so I hope, yeah, I just hope you're not copying my trades, because you want your trades to be your trades. You know, you don't want to base it off someone else. And also the way I trade is very specific towards me. You know, like I am trading ICT concepts for the most part, but the way I trade is specified towards me, and there's other things I'm also thinking about at the same time that I'm not showing here on the chart. So, or not saying out loud. So I'm not saying you are copying me, but I'm saying please don't. Please don't copy me or any other streamer, just because it's a really bad habit in the long term. You want it to be your trades. You want it to be based off what you think. But you are correct. We are in a range at the moment. I would love for this lower high to get confirmed, so for me to do a short. But we still have a few ticks to go until we take buy side on ES. Yeah, still. At this point, I do not enter into deals. All right. If I don't see a setup, if I don't see a setup for a short trade, I'm gonna hop off at 8:30. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Now with this candle, excuse me. Now if this candle was to close below this blue one, that would be a very bearish sign. But we gotta first see ES close. We gotta see ES touch that line, man. I gotta see a sweep. Come on. I mean, it could very well happen that. Oh goodness gracious, what am I doing? My top step. My trading view is stuck. There you go. And it could very well happen that the reverse just starts happening before even ES touches the buy side liquidity. It's a very real thing that can happen. It's a very true thing that can happen. No reason why it. I mean, yeah, anything is possible. Anything is possible, and we just adjust accordingly. Oh. I imagine it probably won't hit that top side again. Okay, there you go. ES is about to touch the very top of buy side liquidity. It is quite literally ticks away. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. Yeah, we're gonna start seeing. You might. This is the moment where we might hop into a short. Of course, I mean, it's very possible that it might. Excuse me. I'm coughing so much. It might very well push through this, and Nasdaq might still be stuck. I mean, I do have a reason to be bearish because it's touching buy side liquidity here, very strong point of resistance, and Nasdaq has already pushed through buy side, so Nasdaq would probably be looking for a reversal towards close. But it's again, we take it as it is. We don't predict. We only observe. What's the saying again? It's like you don't guess what the market is going. I'm trying to remember what the saying is. It's something like you're not trying to guess the future, but you're allowing the market to tell you what's happening. Something like that. I can't remember exactly what the saying is. I'll check it later. But yeah, we're not trying to guess where it's gonna go. We want it to tell us where it's gonna go. That's the main thing. We want context, context, context. Okay, we're essentially hitting buy side liquidity on ES. Okay, there we go. We've broken through officially. Okay, let's see what happens now. We have 1 hour to go till close. If we don't see any shorts or anything possible to take in terms of a short, we will hop off at, well, in actually 40 minutes. Because I don't trade half an hour till close. It's just too risky. Alright, there's the sweep to the upside on the ES. Let's see what happens now. I could do a short right now, be very ballsy, but it is not what we do. We trade good setups, we trade confirmations, we trade when we see a trade to take. Okay, I have my hand over the short. Let's wait for the rollover. we do a short, we'll set it at the top of this as my stop loss. 8 seconds. Okay, very, very good. Let's give it a few more seconds. .24 seconds left in this candle. Okay, ES is starting to drop. Let's see if the Nasdaq follows suit. .26 seconds left in this candle. Okay, it is refusing to go up, which is good. 18 seconds. 10 seconds in 2 minutes. 7 seconds. Nope. Guess not. The rollover was actually not too bad on the 5 minutes, I will say. The 2 minutes though, we got 26 seconds left. This could be a sweep, very small sweep, before we go to the downside. Let's stay in 2 minutes. Still awaiting a possible short here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see the rollover of this candle. Six seconds. Let's look at the 2 minutes. 1 second left in here. Very good close. Okay. I'm gonna sell that. I'm gonna put my stop loss a few ticks above here. Alright, see how this goes. Very short risk, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy if it doesn't work out. If you put ticks, a few ticks above this, like so, 10 will do. Okay, and now we wait. Now we wait. What do I want to see? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Now, see what happens. There's a little curvature. We hit buy side liquidity. We seem to be making a lower high with ES here. I'll take this guy out. It's no longer really valid. Alright. I'm risking the top of this candle right here, a few ticks above, just to ensure for any leeway. Yeah. Alright, see how it goes. Again, if it stops us, no issue whatsoever. If it stops us, we'll be done for the day. I should actually probably put my stop loss probably here, to be honest, actually. That's more logical, yeah. Oh, here we go. Might see a push here. Let's keep it in the 5 minutes, just to, I don't like staring into the 1 minute. As I'm in a trade, just causes emotional issues. So, alright, we got 21 seconds. And this 2 minute candle. See what happens. ES is pushing higher and higher. That's not the best, but it's okay, I think. Let's see what happens. 3 seconds left in this candle. Slightly above that. Somewhere there. Listen, man, if it hits me, man. That's okay. I'm not emotional about it. If it hits me, we go to sleep and we move on to tomorrow. Alright then. Yeah, ES really pushed up higher. Look at this. Gracious. Now we have an hour left till market close. It's not really likely for it to push down at this point, to be honest. It's probably going to push down throughout the night. You might expect it to stagnate till tomorrow, which is Friday, and then Friday we might see a sell-off. Really pushing buy side here. What's the news tomorrow, I wonder? Let me check. Tomorrow's Friday. Nothing tomorrow. No, nothing major tomorrow. Okay. Maybe we should have waited for it to enter the 50% at least. Which it started to. It actually retraced from the 50%, funny enough. It's interesting. Cool.
Single push. How do you want your chicken? Like, you want like strips? You want like small?
99.
How do you want?
99. 99.
So think about everything. What if we did that? Have you ever wondered? Imagine if we captured that.
We gotta go. What? Oh my god. What? Oh my god, stop. Hey, champ. Got a little surprise for you in the break room. Yeah, Bob. It's gotta be that. Oh.
Well, ES keeps pushing higher, it seems. Not showing many stops of... not showing any stops. Yeah, I think it's going to be stuck in this range for the rest of the day, to be honest. I don't think it has much motivation to go to the downside.
Discover how easy.
See my vape anywhere? Empty your pockets, you bitch. You've stolen.
What's your dream?
Open my own business.
Okay, what would it be?
Well, import, export.
How can I help you make it happen?
Well, trying to save money. Start.
And then, yeah, what should you?
No, obviously, it's the car business. You can always start small.
One car that will be the rough cost.
If we're looking at basics, small ones, like 500 to grand, even cheaper than that, not sure about yourself.
I'll buy one for £1,000 for my son. Forget them, if waitress training is some other work, it's no point. It's like, what's it called?
My boys, like,
Yeah, no, it's got kind of a music label vibe about it. I quite like it. So I'm your first customer. We're going to show you some business support, social setup, we'll tag you. We make the car for my son, and we'll show everybody.
Yeah, that trade was a bit risky, I'm not gonna lie. Looking back, that's okay. We went off, what was it? Yeah, we saw this one, a huge push up. I really expected a push from the buy side liquidity downwards, but apparently not. It could be the fact that we hit buy side liquidity, and then now we're getting all those orders that we're resting on there. It's very possible too. So, if we see anything in the next 20 minutes, we'll take. If we don't, we'll hop off and continue tomorrow.
I think we should go over there. Within the direction of this particular, I don't know, location. Not here, but more over and see how it.
Nothing beat objects I don't think my boyfriend can name.
do. That's why I'm recording it. I want the world to believe it too, so I'm gonna do it.
See how squishy.
So it has come to my attention that some of you may not know how to poach chicken, but it is literally the
I'm good, actually. Fuck me. Thought you were about to cut into a golf ball and eat it. Jesus Christ. You allergic to seasoning? Or what?
Domino's delivered.
Or what?
Hot and fresh.
How to disassemble 7 superfood version. Organizations.
Alright, someone give me my time. Pull up the timer, I'll give you the splits. Fellas, hold on to this.
Dude, I'm gonna take a nap. Can you wake me up in 20 minutes?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thank you.
Hey, babe.
What are you doing?
It's time to wake up.
Why? You hate me or something?
You told me to!
That was when I was awake!
Dude, I'm gonna take a nap. Can you wake me up in 20 minutes?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thank you.
Hey, babe.
You remember the tier system?
Right, yes, the tier system.
So, where are we at? Tier 15.
What about tier 15?
Stay away from that!
Stay away from it.
Do not do tier 15!
Don't do tier 15.
And so, what are tiers 1 and 2?
Tier 1 is hugging, tier 2 is kissing.
Right now, you're at tier 1, which is hugging. But pretty soon, you'll be at tier 2, which is smooching.
You remember the tier system?
Right, yes.
Got braces.
Cold.
My boyfriend's like ex-girlfriend had pink hair and her nipples pierced, so one day, obviously, because I'm a woman, I was like, would you want me with my pink hair and my nipples pierced? And he was like, no, my female best friend is her nipples pierced and it took too long to heal. My boyfriend's like,
Oh, for God's sake. Don't do that in front of me, thank you.
Sorry.
That is unacceptable.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That is unacceptable.
What's up, guys? Albert Fingernoodle here. I farted in my grip.
The last time I did this one, it went a little bit crazy.
My boyfriend was craving donuts, so I'm gonna make him a healthier version, rice cake donuts. It's just
If I want a donut and I end up biting into a fucking rice cake, I'm swinging on every...
You want to know facts about your bones?
You catch up with me whenever you want.
I've heard so much about bones. Bones are actually living. And do you know that the reason we produce blood inside of our bones is because it's one of the places that's safest from UV radiation? Just fun facts. They're not scary.
Go ahead and give me a slick check difficulty of 3.
That's a 6.
See, she looks at you and goes, that's fascinating. Did you know?
Day 12, I'm throwing a random object to my roommate to see if he can guess what it is.
Like a microwave?
No, I can use. Day 24, me throwing day 23, me throwing day 22, it's day 21, me throwing a random object to my roommate to see if he can guess what it is.
Cracker.
No, this is day 20 and me throwing a random object to my roommate until he can guess what it is.
We just figured out how to make a $10 boomerang come back.
Today's episode of the E-Lab.
On today's episode of the E-Lab, we have this. Let's see if you can guess what it is.
Oh! Is that like a bouncy ball?
No! On today,
This is day 19 and me throwing a random object. This is day 18. This is day... This is day 15, me throwing a random object to my roommate to see if he can guess what it is.
Like a foam ball?
no, it's a box of tissue.
This is day 14, it's day 13. It's day 13 and me throwing a random object to my roommate to see if he can guess what it is.
Oh!
day 12. Day 11, I'm me throwing a random object at my roommate, and he's gonna try to guess what it is. Oh. iPhone. Yeah. No way. Day 11 is day 10, I'm me throwing a random object at my roommate, and he's gonna try to guess what it is.
Dad.
Yeah.
Is this
Look, your whole body with this.
who's that next to you?
Your dad.
Show me your face, dude. Is I need to find someone a monkey to cook an egg. But in return I pay Okay, how long is who's that next to you?
Got this awesome find from.
To tell you special. Ask before I can bring it.
We got about 10 minutes left till we hop off. So we don't trade the last half an hour of close, it's too risky. ES is starting to kind of come down. Nasdaq is just kind of staying in this sad range.
Me throwing a
What do you do when the tea alarm goes off?
The tail on them.
No, not.
Oh,
but what do you do? People on the TikTok don't know what it is. Some of them.
And then one just stops. But they're all obvious.
How you doing? Good? Listen, I got something for us.
Did you say that you are a romantic person?
Clearly.
So what kind of stuff do you do then that's romantic?
finger bang, shocker. Yeah, I'm an Aries. Fire sign.
Did you say that you are a romantic person?
Clearly.
So what kind of stuff do you do then that's romantic?
Finger bang, shocker.
Can I call you mommy? Oh, okay, mommy. Okay. No, mommy. No, you can.
forever, ever, ever. Would you be?
Jake, thanks to sub. I was scuba diving in the Clyde the other day and was really disappointed not to see you floating in the base with an anvil tied to your ankle. It's the only reason I do it when they always say it. That's a fucking spirit. That's all I like to hear. Nice one. It's the only reason I do it.
Is this whole bag?
Yeah.
You know what this is, right?
Yeah. The candy Michelle brought yesterday.
When does Michelle only just bring candy?
She brought it yesterday.
These are
Jesus Christ.
Domino's tasty.
This one's really hard.
That's not hard.
How is that not hard?
That's not. That's not hard.
Alright, so yesterday.
2 minutes left. Probably not gonna get anything here. Alright. It's essentially half past now. I don't see any trades I can take. It's just stuck in this range for the whole day, unfortunately. Or for since, gosh, since half 5, sorry. Just been stuck in this range, not doing anything. There's a small chance this could be a liquidity grab. Let's wait a few candles to see.
Sign name cuff, 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 cuff my sign. Minias, yes, Minias, Minias, sign name.
Hast du?
Ja, kann man festhalten.
Ja, einfach festhalten.
Oh mein Gott, vergiss es wieder.
Ich muss dich putzen. Hallo.
Du musst dich pusten. Dieses erste sind es keine Pupse, es sind Fürze, was du rausnimmst. Ich war 10 Zentimeter weg von meinem...
One time.
Fürze, was du rausnimmst. Ich war 10 Zentimeter weg von meinem...
Come on, one time.
Things are so
Okay, I'm gonna hop off now. It's breaking through the range, but yeah, I mean, it's too close to close. It's too close to the closing bell, so no point in me trading that, unfortunately. So we're gonna take it off, leave it there, and see how it goes tomorrow. Okay. Cool. We're down today. Yeah, it wasn't much of a loss, to be honest. I think one trade was a W. The rest were losses, but they're all very, very small. So it's okay, essentially. Not that big of a deal. Cool. We'll hop on tomorrow and see how it goes. I'm gonna end stream here, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for Yawad, who joined earlier. I hope you learned from my mistakes, and we'll see how we get on tomorrow. Alright, guys. Cheers.